everybody. Sorry, I was a bit caught up working on some toys here. I got a pair of nice special toys here. I'll get back to taking care of that in a second, but I have here two Predacons. You have Razor Claw, who he's like the king of the Predacons, essentially. And Rampage, we've got right here. Over there. And he's pretty cool too. Now, this little pair of figures came in my last bundle I brought. Let me pan up real quickly. You'll see so you can still see some of it there. So I know sometimes my workshop can get dirty. And I put everything else up on auction, but these two guys, I feel like they need some TLC. I want to give it to them. I'm probably going to wind up keeping them. The figure itself, you want to make a deal, as into what? What deal is it you'd like to make? Asian Duda. Yeah, I mean, that's fine, man. But as you see, this Predacon here, Razor Claw in particular, look at those scratches. Now, I've been working on these scratches for, geez, well, oh, thanks, man. Thanks, yes. Original G1 Transformers here. I'm a big Transformer nut, what can I say? That is what it looks like with me working on it for hours. And these scratches were a lot worse looking. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get these suckers taken care of. And if you look at Razor Claws, look at that. Those are other scratches on his mane. I believe that's what it's called, a mane. Mane. Not mainless, but mane. And the sticker work is still nice, though. On some areas, I like the Decepticon stickers. And yeah, and he does transform. He's still pretty solid. Here, I'll show you real quick. Just pop his legs back like that, and then go like this. And turn his body. That's nice, solid, loud click, very tight. And then you take his mane, you push that back. All right, then I turn the body this way. I think I turn the body this way. Take his arms out. Yeah, this way. Nice tight joints. Leg play. A little play to the legs, but in general, the legs are nice and solid. And his gimpy little arms. I still find it hard to believe that this guy is ready for battle with arms like that. But that's how he was made. So, but it's all in all a solid looking figure, minus the sticker work. And if you look at the Decepticon logo right there, that the top layer came off. I still have it right here. I'm going to try to get that back on there so I can at least make it look decent. That might be a lost cause though. However, he's like a soldier that just came back from war, you know what I mean? A lot of battle scars. So we'll call these battle scars. So that's what I'm trying to work on, healing this Razor Claw's battle scars. I'll say this, the toy has character. The toy has character. And to change them back, these guys aren't too hard to transform. Put those legs back like this. pull his legs out like that. His tail. Okay. So out there. So anyways, that's Razor Claw here. And he needs a lot of TLC. So I'm just going to get back to here. This is all about just patience. You gotta have to have a lot of patience to try to buffer scratches out, because you know, depending how deep they are, and these are indeed very deep, they can take longer than others for sure. But there's a way to do it safely, relatively safely. Use a 4-in-1 nail buffer, and you start with side 1 and you work your way all the way to 4. But again, look at those scratches, man. Those things are embedded in there, like badly. Now they look white because this piece of plastic here. Piece of plastic. That is what I believe the same plastic that's used for Megatron on his legs. I'm almost positive of it. I'm pretty sure if I take a little lighter fluid stuff here, put it on the end of a Q-tip. Let's see. See how that stuff is just coming out? Like you can see right there. This will give you a better idea of what you're working with. But if you leave it white like that, when it comes time to, like, you know, buffering and stuff, you get a much better idea. Right? And this stuff dries off quickly, and it doesn't hurt the toy at all. So, however, I don't believe I'm going to be able to get the scratches out on this little guy here. I really don't. I like to think I can, but I've restored a Megatron from scratch. That was no easy task. This is just a matter of putting in the legwork. So I mean, when you're doing this stuff, you just mentally prepare yourself for a nice hour or so of, I don't know, mental peace. You can even look at it as meditation. It's very soothing. Like, if you listen to that noise. It's very peaceful. So, what I like to do usually when I work on these things is pop on some tunes and just go to town. And I stop when I feel it's time to stop. I don't really set time limit. So when you're using, when you're using the side 1, you're using the file nail edge, and this is gonna do your dirty work here. See what I mean? Like, it's gonna turn back white once you start doing it, because the stuff that's little fine, whatever, is filling in here as you do it. However, like I said, it's a good thing because it shows you exactly where you gotta go. And I mean, by criminies, look at that. Jeez Louise, talk about some serious battle damage. What did the kid do that had this toy before? What, did you take a fork to it? Start cutting up with a box cutter? Seriously, look at those things. I could easily take this figure, probably popping up on eBay as a, just a part spot, for certain parts, whatever, and probably make $10-15 because he's a more sought after figure. In fact, all the Predacons are. If you want to go after the Predacons, to get all 5 loose in any kind of decent shape, you're going to be spending $30 to $40 a piece, and that's even like without weapons and stuff. So But I mean, I got two of them here, and I'm just like, whatever. I could spend the time showing the TLC. So what I'll do is, when I feel like I'm done sanding for a bit, I'll take this little cloth you use for your car, and it gives it a nice polish. I call it a polishing cloth. That cleans it up a bit. So what you're gonna do is just, I guess for the sake of, since I'm doing a video here, so you're gonna go to your next step, right there. You take it here. This is step 2. Remove ridges. So. And it's rinse and repeat. You'll be doing this now for a bit with this one. Rampage is not nearly as off. Rampage, he's got some scars and some scratches, but most of them seem like they're light superficial scratches. So I'm pretty sure with Rampage, he's going to be a bit easier to work on. But this razor claw here, just this section alone, God knows how long I'll be on this section for. Sorry, I've been dealing with allergies and a cold. Change the weather does that for me. People with allergies understand what's going on with that. Nose gets all congested and stuff. It's horrible. So, that's annoying. You just keep going at it like this. See? And eventually what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take the scratches. You'll see layers coming down. So like right there, see how this is deep? This will eventually look like that after time. At one point, all these up here and this side completely was just really scratched up badly. Just really scratched up badly. Deep gouges. So, where's side 3? Do I have a side 3? Yeah, side 3. Is it now when you're getting towards what you're doing, and you're getting towards the end here? Okay, side 3, smooth nail. Yes, this is a nail kit for women with their fingernails, but it works beautifully on these, getting scratches out, and relatively safely too. I mean, obviously you would want to use this stuff on like chrome, or even like, like painted decals and things like that. Just leave that stuff alone, unless you're like an expert and you know what you're doing. This tip has been a wonder. Now this right now is just really just kind of polishing and smoothing things. And you're going to see how shiny that piece will look in a second as compared from before. So as you can see, it's kind of shined up a bit. Oh yeah, and I forgot, look at those right there. See those right near where the head would pivot down? There's some gouges in there. Those are gouges. Like, I don't know if there's anything I can do with that stuff. I really don't. Then this would be the last step. And this is going to give it a nice clean polish look, like a nice shine. It's going to look all spick and span, if you will. And when I use this, with the other 3, you can do as much pressure as you want. With this though, I would recommend kind of like gently. Let's see, it's getting still sticky. I would like gently kind of like do like a very, very, almost barely touching it kind of shine. It's a nice day out today. Sun is shining. Starting to warm up. Yesterday it was a little cold. Then we started messing with my allergies, and they got really warm today. And that is what it is. But and let's see if that has that nice, pretty shine that this should give it. Let's check it out. So, as you see, you get that nice mirror effect going. Now, if I keep doing it with the little buffering cloth, it'd look better. You know, I just was trying to like give an example here. There is no time limit on these things. You really just need to take your time fixing them up if you're going to go that route. There's some people who will argue that restoring your toys from a financial standpoint will devalue them, and I simply don't agree with that. I mean, as long as you do it the right way, you're not doing anything that should integrally devalue your toys. And I don't think that's the case. And this is, so this is his original plastic. This is what he went out the box with. God, man, this guy just needs so much work. Just so much work. I'm more looking at this than look at that. Jeez Louise. This poor thing was abused. I wonder what happened. Let's see if I can just do this. Just want to see what it'll look like once I get it put back on. Obviously, the rub aspect will never be good again. But see how that'll look better. I could buy repro stickers for this stuff, but I try to keep things as original as possible. And this right here is like, this stuff is just tough. I mean, this stuff is. I will say this about the Predacons, though. They were always probably, and then Devastator was my first combiner that I thought was just like awesome. I like Devastator. And then they had the aerial bots, and to a degree I like the aerial bots. And then they had the Stunticons and things like that, and just a whole variety of combiners that are just, some of them are really, really just goofy looking. My favorite out of all of them, though, had to be Predaking with the Predacons. It was an imposing figure, and it was big too. I mean, just the size of these guys loose, standing up, is like twice the size of a Constructicon, roughly. They're made really well. These toys were meant to take a beating. And this one sure did take a beating. Look at that. That is, again, I'll show you just for the effective so you can see what it looked like before. Let's see, right there, here we go. That's going to darken it. And if I put enough pressure on it, I can clean all that muck off. See how that's coming off now? That's just from lighter fluid, but just to give you an idea. That's probably the best angle where you can see it. See how deep that scratch is? That sucker is in there. And it's safe to use the lighter fluid on certain types of plastics. And this is a very durable plastic right here. So again, I would take this and if you keep going at it with the lighter fluid, eventually that muck and gunk and grime will leave. You'll see the dirt right there, see? And look, see? So that's what it looks like beforehand. But if you go back to your using your buffer, it's going to quickly change. Like you'll see again. See, it's already starting to fill in. And again, man, this is just going to take time. There's no other way around it. I mean, I guess I could just record all these, clip them together and edit them. So you get like, you know, before, during, and after. But I'm just not that skilled enough with editing software. So I'm content doing this. This is a very relaxing and enjoyable hobby for me. And that's the most important thing about hobbies, as long as you're having fun. See, so you could say I've been going at this for a bit. With the constant, I'd say, won't say super overly strong pressure, but strong enough to where, you know, it should be doing damage. And you'll know it's right when you're doing this stuff. But see, I've been going at this for a little bit here. And as you can see, it fills right back up. That's just the dirt and whatnot. You can give it a quick blow too if you want. Sometimes that helps. But, man, yeah, this guy is definitely, look at that right there. Although I think that should be relatively easy. Look right there. Luckily, the legs, the plastic on the legs didn't turn out too bad. It certainly needs another good cleaning. That's right there. The stickers, I don't know. There's much can't be done for those, unfortunately. So, yeah. This, I will say, is a little loose right here. But I don't think it really infects, it doesn't mess with the transformation all too much, and, you know, it would still, but it is loose. Much looser than the lion's mane. As you see right there, again, Decepticon symbol. I just transformed him real quick for shits and giggles, sorry. Just see that this is the difference between like older Transformers like this and Transformers that they make nowadays. No, I'll be the first to say that it's night and day as far as like details and what looks more authentic and all that jazz all day. Hands down, it goes to modern day Transformers. I think this guy's fist or something. Yeah, this is not good. This is kind of a pain because I can't just pull the fist out like that. I literally have to go in here with like, where is it? I can find it. See, like this. Just literally go in here and do that. I may try to find something that I can maybe use as kind of like a piece of plastic. I don't know, put there, but that makes me none too happy. So here's Rampage, and let's see, to give you like a comparison of, we'll say the size of a Constructicon, roughly. Let's say, we'll compare them to a Terracon, right? Look at the size here, and this toy is just ridiculous. I think it's one of the dumbest toys ever made. Although I don't dislike Abominus as a combiner. Legs are tight, but you can tell, like, that's like what. You can hear the weight to it as compared to this. It's night and day. You know what I mean? Anywho's, I think that's gonna do it. That's one that I don't know. Just chit chat for a few. Thank you for popping in there, Asian Duda. I hope your channel does well, and why not? I'll hop on yours and throw you subscribe. So, all right, well, that's gonna do it. I've got a busy day of doing nothing ahead of me, so probably work on my toys a little bit while listening to some tunes. So, have a great day, though. Take care, everyone.